Oh no! Need to change what we're doing. We're not doing that at the moment. We are doing Roblox Studio. Let me change that because we're not doing Roblox right now. Holy potato, it is Sandman. Yes, hold on. I'm trying to edit the stream a little bit. It looks a little odd, but give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. There we go. Roblox is big noob? No, it's not. You silly goose. Okay, I got a double monitor now. Well, I got my thing on the left so I can see what's going on over here on stream and while I'm doing other stuff. What are you talking about, SandCheeze? I hope you guys can still hear the music. Sammy is allergic. You will have a bad time. What is he talking about? Oh, it is very hearable? Okay. I'm just making sure. Make sure it's not too loud or anything. So this is very insane. So I'm editing my monitor on because now everything is stretched to 1440p. It's nice. It gives you a lot more workspace, but everything's kind of small. But it's a larger screen size, so I guess it kind of counts for that. Gotta remember how to start here. So first, let's see. We got a blank little space. Okay, I'm doing this completely from scratch. I haven't done anything in regards to copying from anything else. It's completely blank, as you can tell. There's nothing here. Completely empty workspace. It's just blank. Go ahead and get this going. So first thing I want to do is I want to see how well this editor actually works. So if I'm going to generate something, biome settings. I know I want it to be more hills and canyons. I'm not gonna have any lava skates. I'm gonna do some mountains. What is the setting gonna be? What do you mean is the setting gonna be? Plains. Well, we'll have a little bit of plains. There will be no water, there will be no marsh, there will be no dunes, Arctic or lavascape. There will be some caves. That's not a bad idea. Biome size needs to be larger. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna generate some stuff to see how it looks. If I should go with it or if I should just start fresh on my own. Where would it take place? It's gonna take place in like some canyons. So I noticed they have caves over here, and I don't know if I like that very much. See, but look, you can see the caves that are involved in here. Those are massive caves. They want them to be that large of caves. It even shows where the lava starts at down on there. Why not do that? That's not quite what I was looking for. Let's try this again. Clear everything. Do you want to clear all terrains? Yes. Go ahead and generate it again. We'll take caves off. Because I want it to be where there's rocks. Okay? Like, I want it to be where they're almost in like a Grand Canyon size. You know, you're way down there. You're not quite in a cave, but you're in a Grand Canyon sort of maze, and you're going through it to go ahead and start doing your mining with the cheese and stuff. So let me see what it looks like if I do it about. We'll get rid of planes. How it generates now. Generates a little faster. There's less options. And no, this is just a giant plateau. There's not. The generation system doesn't seem to be doing very much. I was hoping it would do a bit more than this, but like I say, generation system doesn't do a whole lot. It like closes up and all. So let's try taking off. We gotta put canyons. Let's try that. Clear. Not, I'm gonna have to do it all by myself, by hand. Okay, why is there water? I selected no water, and is that for my canyon? It's getting a little closer to what I want it to look like, but there's just too many bumps. I might have to just do it myself, and I gotta do a test run first. So it's gonna be very simple at the beginning. Grand Canyon, Rick asked me. So that's not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe, is it because of the canyons? Is that what's throwing it off? Biome size. Let's try lowering this back down again. See how that works. Oh, should have run it clear first. Oh, it's doing the progress after I clear. Looks like the mountains is the problem. Too many craters in there. I want it to be a more smoother experience. I might have to just do it all by hand. That's a little more like it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna have to recolor it, of course. See, but now it has, I guess the canyons are coming from, I mean the water is creating from the canyons itself, but I want it to be kind of this maze-like, and everyone's down there trying to mine and such. So this is a little more what I'm looking for. Might have to change the color of the terrain. But this is a little more what I'm looking for. There's a lot that I can do with this. I can dig this down. So you have things such as your region. You can edit here. So I can do like a subtract. You can start to bring it down a bit. So you can do things just like that. It's kind of weird looking. It's like there's a cave in there. And this movement is very awkward. I gotta get used to it. That's not what I'm used to. Okay, so I can start. Can't tell if this is a cavern or not. But see what I'm saying? I got a lot of space to work with. I can put your home base here, and everyone has to go out there, and they can go mine along the edges of this. I might prefer it to be a little taller. I'm not sure. This actually looks kind of tall as is, and there'll be little holes, or kind of like the spawn points where the creatures will come out and start to attack. Very cheesy setting. So let's see here. Let me do a base size increase. This thing's very weird. It does it 3-dimensional instead of like a 2-dimensional drop. So it makes it very difficult to figure out what I'm actually cratering here, because they're different layers, like onions. I think it's a little easier just by clicking. So there is something that I am able to do too. Is let me see if I can get it. We can smooth this out. You can smooth all this stuff out, make it a little more smoother. It's not so jaggedy, you know, when people walk. And it helps me determine what's going on. You also have things such as erode, so it'll actually erode it down, which is probably what I should have done instead. That might have been a bit easier. That's probably what I was looking for. So you can erode it a little more down. I think that's what I was looking for more of than subtracting. Subtracting kind of made it difficult to move around. So this is where I'm going to go and start doing my base operations. And I also need to lower the sea level. They're way evaporate. There we go. No more water. I wasn't looking for any water to begin with. And then we can do grow over here. I want to make the edges of the map first. Come on, why is this so slow? The movement. Oh, okay, I was holding shift. I didn't realize that's what slowed it down. So we can make this larger. Make this grow a bit. Ooh, I have it as the wrong planes. Leafy grass. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, look, we can make it all sand if we wanted to. We can actually color the sand, paint. So we can make it all paint. We can do like a sand or like a limestone. Let's see how large we can make this thing. There we go. Whoa, whoa, there's a little bit of lag in there. And you paint it all sand. It's pretty neat. We're gonna see how well this works. You can make it all sandy and stuff. You can also make it a little smaller. Just tweaking, just checking out somehow how the map works. You know, I haven't messed around with this a lot. I'm more familiar with other game systems. Make a microtransaction yak. Yes, I do know how to script, but I'm working with the map as of today. I mess with other game systems that are like this. I'm just getting familiar with how the map works. Map creation, and then I'll work on that. Like when it comes to variables and logic, that is not a problem for me, but checking this out. So it's going to be where they go over here. So I've already created that edge of the map, so I don't have to worry about that edge of the map. I want to grow this more. Keep going, keep going. We'll make it as sandstone. I don't want them to be able to come off the edge of the map. I don't know if y'all ever seen Starship Troopers. That's kind of where the inspiration is gonna come from. Like if we invaded their map of the bugs, and we're attacking them instead, because they came and attacked us, sort of sense. It's kind of that idea, but not exactly what the story is going to be about. Make this a little larger. I want to make this where the home base is in here. We can just decrease this down. Wonder how fast you can. The strength is only at 1, and I can't do any more than that. So I want to level it down a bit. I know you can do where you can do a region. You have an RP map? What's your RP map about? I haven't done UI all too much, but I do have some stuff. Why is there a random pixel here? I do have some stuff that has helped with the UI. Again, this is my first map that I've actually done in Roblox itself. I've been more familiar in other games, in other game engines, like GML. I've helped a lot of other people out in that sort of sense. And a lot of logic gates, logic scripting. Oh, what is it at? What am I looking for here? I guess it just decreases it. I guess you can paint a bit. A little sandstone. Oh, this will be actual sand. Yeah, it'll be actual sand. That's what I want. I want this whole part right here. I gotta lower it down. But I want this whole part to be where they're at, where they start off. Right there. And I'm gonna build some more canyons for them to dig up and go around over there. I do have to lower that whole top part. What sort of RP sense are you looking for? Are you talking about in the NPCs? Or what sort of assistance are you looking for? You say help, but that's very broad. Are you talking about map creation? I know you said scripting, but what exactly in the scripting? Man, this is not that strong. I really was hoping that it would do a better job. There we go. Want it to be from the top down. Oh, no, let's do it from the bottom. No? Doesn't work very well? You have to do it from the center, from the can itself? Well, it's gonna be cheese, alright? It's gonna be cheese. Let me flatten this out of it. How do you flatten? Smooth. I see that. There's flatten. Here we go. Maybe this is what I'm looking for more of. Flatten the land. What's it looking for to flatten? Look at that. Boom, boom. Mountain destroying right there. I wonder what's getting the reference from to be flat. Oh, it's creating. It's shaking whatever the center of this object is. Anything around it.
They didn't fly to the earth. So I don't get this.
It's trying to logically determine what it means by flatten when I do that. But I know that there is a way, I haven't done it yet, but I know that there is a way to select. You can select, I think it's this, you can select and practically just crop out. I haven't been too familiar with how the Z and the Y axis is. So if you go like this, oh man, this thing needs to be more intuitive. Okay, and then you can drop it down. You drop it down, you can take a whole block out of it. So I guess I can kind of do that over here. I can do a selection box. Probably select a little more this way. Get in a little bit. Bring that down. How far low do I want this? I don't want it clipping into the ground though. But I'll have to put a whole layer on the ground to begin with. Because it's missing. You see how it's missing? So it's gonna clip into the ground. If I'm not careful. Making all the stuff for Xbox like police, card, gun, and map. So you're asking me to do the whole game for you. That's what it sounds like. See, is it clipped out or am I just looking at it weird? Oh no, it won't clip. You still got the whole layers of ground. That's fine. Drop that down. About right there. You can literally probably just delete this. See? You can just delete the whole square. Boom, done. So now this is where our starting operations can be. And I can place the different things we want it in here. I can make it looking more rocky and stuff later on, you know, but in regards to setting an area starting place, you know, where the shops, your upgrades and all that, it can all be done here. I'll probably want to go a little further back. That seems pretty small. And we want it to come higher up than anything that's above. There we go. I like how it has the layers. That's something that's really nice. That is really nice. Because it makes it feel more real in regards to you being inside of a canyon. On like a crater, like a meteor type. Some other things I'm gonna do, it's gonna be almost be like an open map. I wonder how much a player can walk. So if I do play, we're gonna see how big this is. If I do play and it drops me inside there. This looks like a pretty decent size for starting base. What's up, iBite? What's up, man? Look at that. Well, this isn't too bad to start off with. And then I could start placing some buildings here. I'm gonna see if there's any free objects to just test out, and then I can start scripting them, and then I can change what the object is. But Briny Claw, it depends how much effort you're looking at putting into your game yourself. It's how much I can help out. If you have any scripting issues, then that's something. But right now, the way you mention it, sound like you're asking me to do the whole thing for you. See, I need to smooth some of these things out. This is like too much blockiness. Go ahead and stop. And I notice over here too, there's a hole, there's a crack. I need to fill in that crack right there. Generate. Where's the editor? Region. There we go, add. We can make the corners a little less blocky. At least on this side. I only have one smelter at the moment. I buy. I don't know if you watched the last game. We had someone that stole the other two from me. I was gonna give them away, but unfortunately someone stole them while we're on stream. Oof, that's not what I wanted. Can you Control Z this? Ooh, you can. That's pretty nice. So you can do a can. I'm gonna do a little block. Try see if we can get the height going. Oh, why is it region locked? I don't want that region locked. Mind you, I've never really used Roblox Studio. Those that are curious. We want to start from the bottom. So that way it doesn't do anything. So I'm just learning on the fly here. This can give you how much I can adapt pretty easily to different game systems. We're gonna add the same thing over here. We're gonna make it as a can. Get rid of the region lock. A little shorter. Looks about good. I'm gonna give it a little feel, a little look to it. It looks kind of odd as a can, but it adds a little feel to it. Okay. Over here. Now we need to smoothen this out. There's a lot of smoothing that needs to be done on this map. A lot. And I mean a lot. A lot. See, like just right here alone needs to smoothen out a bit. So when they exit, it's not so bumpy. I get it, there's natural stuff on a planet. But see how much strength I can I make it a 2? Yeah, this is not bad. Gotta say though, I'm really liking how it's all 3D. Does a really good job of that. I usually only work with 2D games, which is probably why I'm not doing too well. I'm trying to maneuvering the map around. Let's go back to region. We'll do a select here. We can fill this in because it's not perfectly flat. If you see that, and I want that section to be perfectly flat. How long have you been working on your game there? Briny Claw. Wow, these tools are pretty nice. For so, mind you, again, I've never really gone into this. I went into this blind and the actual what's it called, into actual Roblox Studio. I tried it like years back, and I'm talking about years back. But it was very rough when I tried it back years ago when Roblox was around. But it looks like they updated a lot. I love the way the whole system looks around here. It looks really nice. But as I said, let's go ahead and check this out over here. Let's smoothen this out a bit as well. I'm just going with the flow here, seeing if I can get things to work. There we go. I like this right here. Smooth this out a bit. I like that little, see, like these random little mess ups are what adds to a little effect. Just make it look a little more real. You know, there's always, when you go look at the mountains, you always see the little chips and ends and points and different parts that could possibly fall on you. So this is supposed to be not Earth. So some other planet. And I'm gonna try and convert the idea of its being. Ooh, I can't do it, Fade. The idea of it being. Oh no, I don't want to lower that down. Being on a foreign planet. We can smoothen this out a bit. Smoothen, 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 smoothen. Smoothen. You have to start over? Why did you have to start over? I don't want there to be too many issues in this game here. Oh, this is so hard because I'm using scroll plus the movement, so I'm not. It's so weird working in 3D in this. Not like your normal your 3D movement. Technically, it is in simplistic form, but it just doesn't feel that way. I don't know how to speed up my WASD for movement. So I'm using the scroll wheel at the same time, and I think that kind of works. It's gonna be like a cheese moon almost. Think about it. I want them to mine cheese. I don't know why. Maybe because I like cheese. I want them to mine cheese. Brittany Claw, why'd you have to start over, and who else are you working with? Are you more of a scripter, or are you more of a map editor or designer? Do you create clothing? Do you create the objects, parts? Give me some more info here, man. The man on the cheese moon. That sounds cool. Yeah, I don't know if you notice, it's a lot easier for me to respond to you guys. It's more instantaneous now, at least on Twitch. I don't know what's going on YouTube. There doesn't seem to be much activity when it comes to streaming over there, but oh no, smooth it out a bit. So I don't have my restream on. I actually am using I'm just looking straight off at the Twitch chat. Owen in his hoodie, what's up? What? But you don't care? What are you talking about, man? What is this? Random as heck. I don't know. Maybe it's copy pasta, but there's nothing too bad in there. It just looks like a funny random moment. But nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense in life anymore. Your friends send that to you? Pretty funny. Okay. So let's go ahead and start doing a couple more things here. I need to smooth this. This actually doesn't look too bad for like an exit. I might want to add a bit more right here to get a smaller entrance. We don't want it to be where like all the creatures can just come through. Actually I could do it where we have like laser front, so creatures can't come into the square. I'll have to configure the AI. What is sense? Yeah, that's right. What is sense? So I like we have a little canyon going. Let's go ahead and see if we can add more to it. We'll make the base a little bit thicker. Right there. We'll do it as this. See if we can do something. It would be nice if they had little spawn points that can be destroyed. Actually, that sounds pretty easy to do. For spawn points. And let's do snap. Is there a way to snap to plane? I don't see it on there. It was on the other thing. Let's go ahead and just start subtracting out of this. I want to make it a little bigger. Maybe a 7. There we go. I wanted to snap to plane. It's more of digging upwards, not where I want it to go. See, it's doing as a 3D. Let me see if I can. If I look from on top, maybe that'll help. There we go. Maybe want to make that a little bigger. Go with the 10. Want to kind of mess it up a bit. We don't want it to just look like someone just went and made it perfectly straight. That's another thing. But I'm really digging these layers. Like, I can't say that enough. Why did you do that, SandCheeze? Why you do that trolling? That's funny. Okay, we can go ahead and do a little more this way. Oof, that kind of looks a little odd. Did it? There we go. A lot easier to do from the top then. It looks like we gotta go from the top. Perfect straight is perfect straight. See, we need to have some hidden areas. We gotta have some caverns for people to go to. This is more the open area. This would probably be the more of the farming, where you want to gain some experience and some of the more generic stuff. Then you'll have some parts where it's deeper, where there'll be more things that spawn through, but you'll have some more rare stuff at the end. Let me see if I can. What's up, Adidas Kid? How are you, man? How tall is this? I don't think anyone can jump that high, which makes it good. Okay, what else we have? The reason why I'm doing a cavern too instead of caves, I mean a canyon instead of caves, is I don't want to deal with the lighting. Lighting can get hard. I want it to be where there is a day and night system, and that's the easiest way to do that too. So at night you'll have to throw some glow sticks and stuff, or put some lights out. But during the day you won't have that. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, Adidas. You're welcome. Hopefully I do some more updates on the game. And then we'll probably play a bit more Skyblocks another time. Today I want to work on this game a bit, and then I'll see where this goes. But congratulations there, dude. Congratulations. Oh, and I don't know if you see this here. It takes your friends list and puts a random nice comment here to help you push through playing the game. It's just something that's kind of nice. Push through making the game. Let's do 14. But Brinny Claw, you're still learning, huh? Do this. Ooh, there's a little. Get rid of that height. I don't like whatever's there. There we go. Actually, that might not be bad to have a little overhang. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, that would definitely be bad. You don't mind me asking, Brittany Call, how old are you? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just asking. I've met some really young scripters that know exactly what they're doing, but I'm just out of curiosity. 20, really? You're 20 years old, man? Oh, sweet. Cool. How long have you been trying? Have you done any other past experience with coding stuff? Or any programming? This map is probably eventually going to be bigger than this with each update that will come out. Oh, he fell off the map right here. Let's control C that. I don't want that to be off the map. And the harder areas are gonna have more darkness. I want to build too much this way because I might have to add more to the map as time goes on. Of course, there will always be updates. This map is not going to be the big enough for everybody. This map is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's going to expand one direction, expand another direction, expand another direction, because this base is going to get bigger and bigger as I keep adding more and more things. I want to, let's see. So like for instance, the more difficulty area is going to be where there's going to be some land over here. So I can do some addition. We'll make this a little smaller. Do a little bit right here. Where there's darker areas that people have to deal with. I want to do more limestone. Maybe some sand. No, we'll do some limestone. I don't like how that does just a big old block though. I'll make this a little smaller. And we'll do Control Z that so we can make this a little smaller. Because the sand would be. I figured. Kind of odd. I wonder if you could do a whole layer, like, I wonder if there is, if that's a thing. If there, of course I'll be a dedicated developer. If I can get the hang of this, because Lua in the scripting itself is not difficult. I just got to get familiar with how they handle it in the scripting, how they handle it in here. I know usually you have instances that you can create just by using the script. You have different events in the script as well. Like you usually have steps, which steps happen per so many seconds, whatever you define it as. Usually it can be like a 30 seconds, it can be half a second, whatever it is, or 30 steps in a second. Depends however you want your frames per second to be. And then there's also event on creating. As soon as an instance is created, you can run a script, or when a instance is destroyed, it can be cleared as well. So it could be on a timer. There could be so many. There's gonna be so many ways. With GML, I can move to Steam. I don't know. I never had the motivation to work on a game. I usually did a lot of games back in high school. It should give you a hint as how old I am, which you already know my dad, so you know I'm pretty old, but not that old. I am definitely under 30 years old, but I have done a lot of games that we used to play. I remember, like, this is just some nostalgia, but I used to do it where we played a lot of games, kind of like a Snake and a Tron that I combined, that had our own personal flavor of humor, and we can have up to, I think the keyboard at that time can only handle 6 inputs at a time because it was on a laptop. And I don't know if you know this, but if you press so many keys at the same time on your keyboard, most of the time you can only handle so much, unless you buy a nicer gaming one, where it can handle more inputs at once. I think I've seen some that handle 10, 12, sometimes more than that. But most of them can only handle 4 to 6. And back then, we each had 4 things we had to move, like WASD, we had GYHJ, or PL semicolon, or apostrophe, whatever. So we had 4 people playing at the same time on one keyboard. So if somebody held down extra keys, then some people couldn't move. That was kind of a downside. So I kind of had to edit the game a bit, where it could be like you pressed one button to change your direction instead of holding it down, and things like that. But we had a scoring system. We had different game modes, different maps that you can move your Tron on, and we had, I think, 4 people at a time. We would play and see who was the best, but it wasn't on a grid. It was kind of like a free writing. That's how I called it MS Painters. That's kind of what it was. It was painting a color, but if you run somebody else's color, then of course you die. and then it's last man that's standing as the whole screen starts getting painted on. And you kind of can draw as you're trying to dodge people too, and you can choose whether to paint or not. Meaning if you held it down, it would paint. If you let go, it wouldn't, but you'd still drive in that direction. So you can make gaps if you wanted to go back into a gap or something like your line. So it's not necessarily like how Tron or Snake are, where once you have that line or your trail, and you run into trail, you're just done. It was you can make gaps in your trail, which made it very interesting. We had ragdoll games where you beat each other up. I don't know if you ever played those. There should still be around where you control the head and the body swing around, and you have to try and fight. I kind of did something that was like that too. That was one of the most fun that we had. So that was back then. And then I would create games on here. I've created some real-time strategies. You didn't type it right. Oof. Wrecked. Akaluke. How are you, man? And what happened, Lester? Did you just forget the Discord or what? I think that's you. That is definitely you. I don't know what happened. What happened to what's his name? Valix. He went BRB after he gave him some rights. I know you're Lester. That's what I said. But why'd you put hashtag this or exclamation mark Discord if you're already in Discord? Okay, so let me go and see how things fit in here. I want to see what sizes of things are. I know I'm not gonna create anything off the bat on my own. I probably can actually. Let me see. Let me try it out. So you can create instead of terrain, you do parts. You can do like a little. What is this? What is this? Where's my part UI? Is this really the U? How do you do UI? What is this? No, we're not generating. We're not editing. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're not clearing. So I don't need terrain anymore. I can get rid of the terrain. Here's toolbox. I'm not looking for toolbox. I'm looking for part. And this, here we go. So this is just a part. Oh, so there's not a whole UI for it. Okay, so you kind of have to figure it out on your own. But how do you edit this part? Material. Make it a brick. Oh, that's pretty interesting. But I want it to be anchored, yes. Or unanchored. It doesn't matter. For now. We'll see how this works. But how do I stretch this thing? Let's go to plugins. I have a couple of plugins I already have. Yes, building tools. There we go. Oof, 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 oof. Here we go. Also, check this out, Cake, before I do anything. Let me see if I can do this right. What? It didn't do what I thought it was going to do. There we go. We'll do... Oh no, I didn't want that. What? What is this? Not rig builder. Did I get the wrong tool? It was a tool. Oh, I didn't get it yet. Never mind. I haven't gotten it yet. There was one where I can get one of your character's looks and put them in. I didn't call you. You're not a noob. I'll probably be playing games tomorrow. Oh, he called you a noob. It wasn't me. Yes, Brittany Claw. I do have Discord. You could do that hashtag, or not hashtag, exclamation mark, Discord. It's like that. But let's go ahead and do this right here. I do my map. Why is this not here? There we go. Whoa. These tools are very tiny too. I don't know if you can see this. I'm on a 1440p now, so I'm trying to get used to the fact that everything's smaller because I have more workspace. Okay, so What is this? How do I do this? So that's just movement. You have resize tool. Here we go. So we can resize this. We want resize that, of course. Make it a little larger. We want this to be a little shop. Almost as if shop to enter. I'm not sure I'm gonna want the purchases done, but I want a little shop here. Oh, this feels so clunky. Yes, it's a big brick. Okay, incremental, that's just doing sizes. We can paint this tool, whatever color that we want. Oh, that's pretty neat. We'll do a red, ooh, that's kind of real, that's more realistic. But what are we doing with red brick on a space planet, huh? You know what? Because, that's why. Because. I know we can do something like, there's surface tool. Lets you change the surface of parts. Okay, we already have that. We can make it smooth, type. We have all the different sides. We want to have collision tool. We got anchor tool, new part tool, texture tool. Is there a way to erase out of it? Add meshes, rotate tool. No, I'm looking to rotate. I want to erase out of the center of it, you know? Is there a way to do that? Or do I have to do each piece by piece? Like a whole wall on its own? Like, do I have to do this each time? I think I do. We're gonna have a 1 by 1. I wonder if we can copy and paste that. Yes, we can. Oh, that is beautiful. We can do this. Probably go down. Over here. I think they lined up. We'll move it over here. We gotta put another one in there, that's why. Those are rotate tool. There's C's rotate tool. Oh, that's nice. Smooth and crisp. Whoa. Oh, there's a Z-axis. That's why I see. I keep forgetting that. Even though we live in the real world. X. Let's get familiar with these shortcut keys here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And Z. Not sure where I want the door to be. Facing this way or facing this way? Looks like everyone's gonna be going out that door, so we might have to do something like this. Kind of hard to get used to these controls. Not familiar to them. Is anything floating? Oh, it's floating off. There we go. So this one I had it on the inside. If you look at the corner, there we go. So it's a little smaller than what the actual dimensions are. Think about it. If you look at the inside, it's longer this way than going that way. I don't want that. Fairway selection tool. Oh, you can't do. Can you do both? There we go. Man, really love how I can adapt. I'm in your Discord. You are? I don't see you. Let's see here. I can talk to you. I got no problem. Oh, I see you. You're Papa Josh 000 000. Astro World. What did you change your name? Wait, who is that? What did you change your name to? Anyways, is that you, Cake? No, you're Epic Ambassador. I don't know. It's confusing when people change their nicknames in there. And I went to the Roblox lobby just to chill. Nobody can hear you, but I'll be able to hear you. In case you wanted to talk or something. Okay, so we have our bricks. You can also do something. Let's see what it looks like if it's space. Let's see, what would space look like if we did it concrete, corroded metal, diamond plate, oil. That doesn't look very spacey, but that looks more like, oh, that's what the rocks need to look like when you mine them. Look at that shine. Looks kind of nice. We'll do the force field. Oh, that's invisible. Oh, we need a force field though on the other side. Glass. That's glass? Oh, I don't have thought. Because I made it red. Oh, should we make everything neon here? Sammy, he wants you in the Discord chat too.
I'm in the
Yeah,
Discord.
he likes to talk to you. I think Sammy's playing games too.
Who is last?
Sand? It's made out of sand. The buildings are sand. Plastic. So plastic is straight up one solid color. Neon, I'm thinking if I should do like neon strips on the around the edge, so that way the whole wall is not a neon. We could do like a not wood planks, smooth plastic. What's the difference? I don't even see a difference between those two. Ice, you can't tell the difference unless it's clear. Metal.
Master, where are you?
We would have to change the color of what we have in it. That's weird color for it to be a metal. But I don't want every building to be gray though, man. For some reason I don't hear him. Oh, he's got his mic muted as well. That's weird. Anyways.
Can you hear me now?
Let me do something to the stream.
It says on my screen it says on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I had muted so we don't hear the feedback. Because I can hear you right behind me. Just for me. They can hear you, but I can't hear you through the stream. See if there's a way.
Master, I'm in front.
There we go. I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. You can still hear me, right? Hello there, Lester. This is metal. Why is it metal? Let's see, is there reflectance on this? No, I don't see reflectance. Again, I repeat, this is the first time I have gone into here and tinkered with anything in here. In a very long time.
On this code, you should check the code.
Are you deaf? I don't know, are you deaf?
There should be a little trick.
So, how do you think this should be?
Oh, there should be like a little blue button that says code.
I'm debating.
Like a little blue button. Little blue
It's corroded metal over here. You can raise him up in Discord individually. He is? That's weird. Should be coming out of his. You can hear him, but it's low. Will do. I don't know then. I think his microphone is high. Hey Sammy, can you talk? Oh yeah, he's coming out of mine. He's not coming out of his. Huh?
Oh.
You don't have it on. Look. Not detecting anything. it is connected. Air view settings. Talk again?
Oh?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh?
Try maybe restart it, it might work. Sometimes it has to pick it up. There you go, it's off now. Yep. There you go. You can hear him now. It was just Discord wasn't picking it up. Okay, so how do you think this building should look? You see the different types and looks to it on a space plan. What should it be?
Should be like a little button with colors. For all the colors.
I'm not sure. Need some votes. I need some votes here. Your opinion matters most in creation? I'm asking my fans here, Cake. They're my biggest fan. You got wood? No, they're not gonna be using wood. They're not gonna be using brick. That looks pretty cool if there's a big bad wolf there. Blades. And then I'm gonna turn a lot of this into an obby. I mean not an obby. What did I say? Not into a simulator too, where people are gonna have to put their own. But I like how large this area is for me to work with. This is really nice for a cavern style though for a part. That's a slate. That makes sense. Guess I'll go with this metal looking thing. Because this chain steel plate is more like a ground. It's more for a grounding. So if we do something like this, copy paste, and bring the tools. So let me edit that tool, make that metal also. That metal. Bring this over here. Do a move tool? Is that move tool?
That's good. Good morning.
Oh, I noticed it kind of goes into it. I thought it was incremental 1, but I think it goes into it a little bit. Even though that matches up. Does it? Yeah, it does. It matches up right in there. Problem is now there's going to be a look to it. I also can build a rig. Build something like a... do a man rig. Where'd it go? Whoa! Is that Humongous? Oh, it's not Humongous, that's tiny. How do you rotate this guy? How do you rotate this guy? Go back. How large is this guy? That looks pretty big for Roblox. No, I guess it might not. It might not be. Let's see what this looks like. And then we'll start doing the UI. Yes, I'll probably be streaming. Let's see, what's today? Today is Thursday. Probably streaming all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Where's it at? Play here. Yeah, let's play here real quick. Let's see how large this looks. Oh, it all fell apart because it's unanchored. Okay, so he's about the right height though. I just have to decorate him. Okay, so I can do something like this. Make it anchored, make it that anchored, that anchored, make that anchored. And then if you play here, you'll see the difference. That's the difference between an anchored and unanchored. You can see that in build a boat. That's where I learned that from. I want to make sure there's no Z clipping. You know what that is? See, there's some Z clipping right there. How it flashes. That's common in a lot of games, and I already know how to fix it in here. You would do right here. There's not too many people that know how to do this for some reason. You'll see it in a lot of games. But over here, since this meets with these two walls, I'm not too worried about these walls because I didn't see any Z clipping. I think it might be because that they're almost together, I suppose. I don't know how to explain it. But in case if there is a problem, I can do a weld tool. You know what? Let me see if a weld tool works or not. No, see how it still does it there? Okay, so the way you'll fix this is you'll click on this here. You'll click on this one, the one that's interfering with the other two the most. You see how it's Z clipping in there? Right here, it's flashing. You'll just have this right here, and it should be. Usually in games they have the Z modifier. Where's it at? I don't see it on here. Maybe it's not a Z. I'm trying to think what I'm thinking of. It's like a layer. There's a layer. Not this. It's not this. It has to be one of these. You can do 0.00. You can do 0.001, right? And then I think that's what it is. I'm trying to figure out what is the clipping. Might be. Oh, this is velocity. I have the wrong thing. Where it should be position. It's not relative. It should be position. Here we go. 0.00. Maybe it's position. No, it's not position. Wrong. Oh, I melded them together. I guess that's not a bad idea. But I'm trying to remember where the option is in here. Is it one? You can still see it. I'm trying to remember where it's at. Control Z. No, Control Z that. I know there is. It's in a lot of other games. So you have your position. You can do 0.0001. Nope. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Why does it take it up there? That's so weird. This position should be. I know it's a position error because they're. So what's going on is they're on the same plane, because the plane is the same. They're conflicting on which one it should show you first. Confused why it does. It moves everything around if I do that.
Okay, Lester, how do you have more than? Yeah, but bunch.
Doing a relative thing here. Not putting it where I want it to be for some. Oh, it's the y-axis. I have it wrong. It's not the z-axis. The y-axis. I think. Let me see. Yeah, it's the y-axis. But I don't need it to go up there. I need it to stay right around here. Because if I do 23, and then you do 21, see, it's changing the whole number around for some reason. I literally just need to go. Something is making it error out. I don't know what that is. Let me try. Maybe if I break welds. Oof. Bring it out here. Maybe if I move it out of the way first. So if I do...
I think I just...
It rounds up. Why does it round up? That's not nice. Never round up. Let me see what Roblox has it as. Let's see what the setting was for it. There was a setting.
What I did have.
I recall correctly. It might be listed as under the right here, isn't it? Like right here somewhere. .0001. See, but it keeps throwing it up there. Maybe there's an options that I'm missing in the game settings. I remember that's how it would be done. Oh, this doesn't have very much. Walk speed is not bad. Allows you to request.
Oh yeah.
Don't see it. Why would they do that to me? Maybe if I turn off the editor real quick, maybe that's how I can fix it. Where's the plugins? Off the plugin.
OMG.
Oh, for some reason it snaps at the top of it.
It's such good text. Can't be. No, I'm actually. Better than me? No, I'm actually better
It's
than
your decimal numbers.
Better than. Boom.
It's in the properties apart. I guess it's not that big a deal. I fixed the clipping another time. Let's get back to it. That's at a 7. The decorate tool. Oh, you do smoke, fire, and sparkles. So I want to this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add another thing up here. Bring the building down. I'm gonna resize it, make it smaller at the top. About a 1 dimension. That looks about good. Copy paste that over here. That on there. You can do this. Will be where's the material? Not the tech. Is it texture? No, it's not texture. Decorate. No, it's not decorate. What does it look like? Oh, sparkles. The other thing. Be paint tool. Nope, wouldn't be paint tool. Where's it at? Where's it at? It would be material. This one you do as a neon. A neon over here. Turn that around. You can do X. Turn a bit more. Damn. So now you got this slick little design over here. Bring it back one more. Boop. Done. Alex Places makes it look easy. Now you got a little neon building here, right? But we need a roof. What is it without a roof, right? So one way we can either make it a flat top, make it perfectly box, or we can do a design on the top of it. Question is, which one is the better option? I don't know, it really depends. That Z clipping. The Z fighting bothers me. For some reason it doesn't want to work though. It's rounding everything up for some reason. Okay, and we want... I don't even know how to edit this dummy. No, I didn't call him a dummy. Thank you, Stream Elements, for the follow. He said if you want to talk on Discord, I'll be more than willing to talk to you about your project there. Pass by the time, the distraction helps a bit. So I want to do a walkway now. I don't want it to have like just an open here. So do this and this over here. Bring that down all the way down to kind of snap into the ground right there. We need to do a walkway, so we're gonna be this. Bring this over here.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to have the same edges or if I want that just to be on the top. Well, what happened? Oh, I pressed Control Z. I don't know if I want that to be. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I want that to be part. Oh, look, you won't even be able to see the Z clipping anyways. Because I have that in front.
I'm literally about it.
Is there a layer of flatness under this?
What?
No. Okay, good. What was I about to say? Yeah, I want to have a doorway. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is it doing that? 0.5 difference? Why? I got nothing. That was weird. Okay. But since it's doing that, it's an increment of 0.5. For some reason that one did a 0.5. That was very weird. So I think to do the Z fighting, can you do this? Negative 22.0001? Oh, it won't work. Still does the -2. So I think what's going on is the plugin is what's swapping that. But I want some help. No, I'm good. I'm good. This is a learning step that I'm gonna take care of on my own here. Gonna go ahead and bring this across. We want to have a doorway. I want this to be a certain doorway. Over here. We need to make it where it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna be doing the scripting all by myself. I'm also gonna be doing the crawl creation all by myself too as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I did 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna make it a little walk. We're gonna do something like this. 6, 7, 6, 7. And this one, get up here, bring it across. See, for some reason though, it's snapping to a 0.5 thing. Yeah, you can definitely give me some tips. I got no problem with that. See, look at that. For some reason, it's not in there. Tips are more than welcome, because that's like you're learning. I am never against doing some learning. So if you look at that, for some reason it gets put in the 0.5. You see how it's 6.5? And then it goes to 6. Oh, not sure why that is.
Oh, you want some lightsabers?
Goes into either or. If you look at that. 2.1? What do you change it to 0.1 at? Tell me what as in the position.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
This one to 0.1. Oh wow, look at you being genius. I'm gonna do a 0.5.
I'm literally the best. How am I so good?
I like to have things snapping. That is very nice. It's on a global scale. So this would be a 0.5. I think I'm gonna have it. The reason why I have to have that on there is so that I can have a roof. This is the whole point of this was bring this up to have a doorway. I might do it where scripts where it goes shh, shh, you know, kind of like a future thing. Debating on that, but I'm not too sure if I want to do that. Then we can go ahead and do this. Thank you very, very much for that quick tip there, man. I didn't even think about it. Again, I'm doing this all on the fly. I've done scripting in the past for a bunch of other games, but not on anything that's on Roblox. So this studio thing is kind of new to me.
Hey, we're literally a god.
I jumped the gun when you said well, I'm pretty quick at like adapting, but I've seen how robust that this tools thing can be. I'm already trying to learn the actual keys. What else is there? But I jumped the gun. I thought you meant like you wanted to do a collaboration, just help me do this, but I'm trying to do a lot of it on my own. But I do appreciate the help there. If you have any other tips, I would definitely love them. Yeah, Dorothy goes shh, shh. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, those futuristic that you see, I don't know, like on Star Wars or something. Sometimes they go like it's a diagonal, it's like a triangle, and they close in, kind of like what the Roblox logo looks like, but it's perfectly straight. They open and close, or they do top down. Now it's like two different triangles. I've seen that. Yeah. But yeah, Attack. When you say it's not the best to learn as a beginner, what does control do here? When resizing?
It's like if we just like hack the game.
I don't feel a difference. What does control do when I'm resizing?
I bought too much speed. I literally like fastest. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
With all those.
Where's it as it?
No,
Cereal,
no,
there we go.
No more, no
Cereals
more,
and...
no more. Don't even try. No.
On the menu, select both?
No.
Oh, you mean over here, like under the parts?
No.
Where did it go? Why am I missing? Oh, there's my Explorer. You're talking about here and here? Like to select them on the side? Resize tool. Okay, resize. Oh, you're talking about right here, both, in both directions. Or it goes like that. I thought you meant literally both, but my bad.
We just got a fork. Literally like the best. Yes, you can't.
Do you think that Z-Tools is more advanced? Or do you think it's just harder to use?
Stop hacking. Stop hacking.
I want to make sure I'm clear on what statement that you meant by that.
I said don't hack the game, boy. Look, Lester, I found.
Doesn't give you any advantages?
Yeah.
Really? It doesn't? I just heard a lot of people that recommended it.
You can do what you can.
You know how to fix this Z fighting here? Never mind, there probably won't be a Z fighting because I'm changing it right here. But that probably makes sense why the increment change wasn't allowing me to change one because it was still one. Never mind. I think I figured it out. It has to do with the actual increment. So the plugin itself was stopping me from putting 0.0000 something. But if I was to do 0.0001 here, then I can actually do the actual increment change on the Z.
I'll play the best.
Oh, I am on both,
Best.
aren't I?
I'm literally the best. I know. I'm literally the best. Literally the best.
I see.
Choose when I tap. It's so. It's like just right away. And that's so cool. It's just, you want the lights to come?
Yeah, but usually for Z fighting, don't they do 0.0000 whatever?
Just when I mow the grass, it just goes. It goes so.
Explain to me this. You see how this is 14?
Back to the air, birdie.
This one's
Wow.
also 14. How does that... Oh, that's the actual size. Never mind, it's not the location. That makes sense. Never mind.
Hi, birdie.
There we go.
How funny when you just. That's so weird when I just pull out my lawn. Oh boy, let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Actually,
I kind of messed it up when I
I
used the
just got
point,
a
the point one
lightsaber.
already.
Oh my god.
I like to have like a snapping tool. Is why.
And we just got a lightsaber.
Kind of like a snap to grid until I get more familiar with how point one is. So how does the normal one look? It just under the model? Is that where you go to change it all?
It's so weird when I just pull out my lawnmower. Look at
I
this.
can't imagine someone creating a whole plugin to just make it more difficult or more annoying to create stuff. I can't imagine them doing that. But the way you're saying it makes it sound like you made it harder for them for others. Do suppy, keep at it. Control 1, what's control 1? Control 2. Oh, that's what those are for select, move, scale. So it's basically all the same, it's all the same things. So why would they even do it in the first place? Is it more because of shortcut keys? What's up, Jared?
What happened to your bird?
It's generally the same
What
thing.
the heck?
And everything would be 1 stud, 1.5 stud, 2 studs.
Hi. Literally God. I'm literally God.
So what is the point of F3X then? If it's recommended by people that I've heard from. If it's literally similar thing. Like you're literally doing the same exact thing as if you're using the plugin. So you're talking about using scale tool. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it does seem. You said an ease of use. How would you do lighting in here? That's one thing I haven't touched on yet, is the lighting. I take it as that's a separate part, right? So one thing I would want to do in this case is make a workspace area. I have to clean this up too.
Should I rebirth?
Where's the service part at? I don't see no service part.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, you can't do it like that? Okay.
Not rebirth. I actually did rebirth. Literally just.
I don't know. There's like a delay on here when you say you had it and you didn't have it.
Let me just rebirth.
Now click face. Where's face? Over here?
Oh my god.
It's already been almost 2 hours. Yeah, it has been. An hour and a half. It's only on the surface light, okay? So I have it on surface light. Okay, and there's face. I see front, I see back. Okay, I see all that. I see the range, but I don't see where it's at.
Look, I just rebirth.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, where is this? Where is this light at? It needs a parent? Okay, so if I stick it into the part. So right now, it is in this part. Okay, so it's more of a property of a property is what I'm changing here. That's what you're talking about. It's a property of a property. That is very weird that they did that inside here. So this is a property of parts. You're adding a surface light to the part. It's kind of interesting they did in this game engine.
I just got all my.
Kind of like that. You just gotta figure out what part of the face it is.
We get
You got from the bottom, the back. I want to say this is this part in the back, but I don't know what side is front, back, left, or right. Yeah. So in essence, I would more than likely, if I want this to really glow or make this as the light, I would probably put that as the light and put what the range would be. So the lights would be coming more from the top than would be from the back. That seems to be a little more unnatural. So I would have to find what this part is, bring it into here, to here, and then I can go ahead and do what the face is. Front, back, bottom, left. Why is he getting it from there? That's so weird that it still looks from there. Face, left, up, bottom. That's from the bottom. We want either from the front or the back. I just don't know which one's which. Front, back. It glows very weird. Yeah, you're talking about like this little plus thing. Yeah. I don't know where the actual light is. That's the thing. Does it behave where it glows from the... Oh, it actually does. That is neat. So I don't know if you can see this or if you really notice it. It's glowing from the inside. It's very weird though. Like that is more natural, but I need it to glow on the inside part of it. See, this is the right light, so I have the right surface for it. Need to figure out which one it is. See that? From the bottom of the block. Supposed to come from that light. See, but the back is going in through there. It's not actually glowing in the right direction. Do you see the difference? It's glowing on the outside, it's not glowing on the inside for some reason. Going through it. What do you mean it's going through it? Oh, it's probably because it's only one strip. So it's not going to light the bottom. It's going to light that direction. Oh, okay. I'm trying to understand what is going on here. That does make sense. That it wouldn't beam straight down because it's being blocked. Like if I was to move this back. Oh, didn't mean to do any of that. Did I range it? No, okay, I didn't range it. Okay. So if we do move, that was to move, I don't know, like let's say. No, I guess it doesn't. Huh.
You fool. You have fallen into my trick. I am now about to go to an app.
Oh, and Ken can light off. So you can have it.
Different boxes.
You can see the direction it's going. That would make sense on how a neon light actually lights up. Yeah. But another thing you can do, so if it pops out like just like this, right? And then you can do, why does weld pop up? Did I do something? I think I did something wrong. Okay, there we go. Okay. So like you can have double surface lights. So if you wanted to go down to as well, surface light down here. Nope, put it under the part. So the top one in the back. It's gonna be at the bottom. There you go. See? And it gives that effect. It's using this shade. It's using that shade. Thank you. So, if I really wanted this to, I can have it on the inside. Why no scale?
Look at the lightsabers.
What would be the reason why there's... Oh, there's welds? What did I do to weld? What is join services? Where do you see that at? It's at the top? Oh, right here, collisions and join services. Okay. Thank you. See, you're teaching me things already. So do you recommend me just to turn off the F3X? Like, is there any advantage to actually having it on? Is it really just being able to have different map keys? That are control 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll have Z, X, C, whatnot. Is it really much of a difference? Because from what I can tell, there really is not much of a difference.
Get another code.
So what's a point light? What's the difference between a point light and a surface light?
Unity.
I noticed that one doesn't have faces. Does that just mean it lights up in all directions? Oh, yep, see? You told me as soon as I thought of it. Well, that's actually not bad. I might do that instead. Ooh, why does it look different? It doesn't do point light that bright. Oh, range, that's why. There we go. I'll do 60. You can just copy onto here, paste. Man, that's kind of lame. You have to actually find where it's at to put it in there. Well, that's a lot brighter than the other one. That one practically just lights up the whole thing.
Literally, I'm about to get better.
I have it as a point. So where's the 0.1 on this thing? To the model?
What?
What do you mean the model? Oh, right here? Oh, I see. So it's best not to use the home one. It's best to use the actual under the models. Okay. Sweet.
billion, a billion.
We already have this little test little square so far. This little guy. How do you decorate this little guy? No, I'll probably end up doing something else. I just have him there as a dummy. But okay, so later on I'll probably do like different roofs and stuff. But how would you go? What does it make it better to have it all welded together? If I'm not doing explosions, is there a reason for me to weld it together? Is there a reason not to?
Come on, you boy. Stop. Looking up my.
Well, that makes everything so bright. The more you have in there that they stack.
Only photo. We need to hit the knife. Go back. Focus on nothing. Focus on.
Just group it. I think I know what you mean by that. Okay, you want to do, you'd group the whole thing. Whenever I'm done with it, of course, I'd group the whole thing. Their easy selection tool. Oh my gosh, they make it so nice. So I would take him out. What's up? Wait? You want me to wait? Yeah, you see? I just learned how to do it too. Gaming bro, I missed you. I needed your assistance on Skyblocks. Really did. Something unfortunate occurred. And I want to give back to some people. Yeah, of course there's still a, yeah, there's definitely a delay. So then what, you just group it up here. There's a group. Boom, it's grouped. Done. That's like a basic little square house. And that puts it all under a model in here that you can edit each part still. Man, they really thought of a lot in this Roblox studio. I'm probably just gonna get rid of the F3X. What's, oh, Control G? Yeah. I'm probably just gonna get rid of the whole F3X. I thought it was a little more. Hey, well, this isn't your main account. What does that mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Yes, I like SandCheeze. It's not together. You're too. Oh, they messed that up for your authentication. Oof. Hello there, Panda Player One. Thank you for following, man. I'm just doing some Roblox Studio. Usually the first 50 to join my actual group. Yes, you will definitely be able to alpha test my game. That is for sure. So I was working on a cavernous look to it. Like I said, I'm gonna have different spawn points and stuff. I'm not worried about the scripting. The scripting's the least worried. I just want to get familiar with how Roblox Studio integrates a lot of the I guess scripting into the parts and how the models work. And thanks to Attack here, he's really helped me learn how Roblox puts that together, so my mind can wrap itself around this. Because I'm used to other game engines. When I get into text, that's a lot easier for me to do. I just start inputting things in, boom, 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 and I'm done. And I can figure out how to get logic put into it all. But Oh, I need to do a. Oh no, let me do that first. I noticed people do different commands. Oh, hold on. 1 second. I want to go to a dashboard so people know where the group is. 1 second. There's my SandCheeze group, so I can put it in there. I didn't put a command for the bot. I'm really digging having 2 monitors now. Panda! Don't leave me. I'm kidding. But okay. Thank you for following, and I hope you do follow this game's progress too. And I'll hope to see you. I will be doing a lot of different rankings and stuff. As rewards. There you go. There you go. Bam. What? Why did it put the text at the end? Let me see if that works now. Bam. Beautiful. Okay, so now you guys can do group now. Anyways, let me go back to what he was asking of.
Hey, don't try to make
Okay, so you were saying to go to. Oh yes, I'll definitely enjoy what stuff that you've done before. But first, before we go to there, hold that thought. You said go to view to open a script. Open up a script. Go to view. And click on object browser. Object browser. Okay. Whoa.
Chickens inside the game. Chickens inside the game.
So this has all the different commands?
Chickens inside the game. OMG, chickens inside the game.
Then type P. Type in P into just press P. Okay, so I'm in pants. Okay, so we got part. Don't worry about that. It's only if I use the other people's models. I'm doing this all on my own. I'm doing it all freeform. This is everything I can do with the part. This is very nice to know. So this pretty much is is what I would call like pressing F2 for your help. You have a whole book of all the different commands that you can do, or the properties, I guess you could say. I call them commands in like an essence because you're changing something about it. I did not know that this is what this was. So if I wanted to get an array, get a descendants. This is like the Bible of the Roblox scripting. This is very nice. Thank you. So event instance get attribute. Okay, it's pretty cool. So if I want to do like with players, it's not as helpful as you think? What do you mean? For specific things. Well, yeah. I do see what you mean for specific things. And that's something I was looking for because I don't know all the stuff that this Roblox thing is capable of being able to do. Main scripting. By main scripting, what do you mean? You're just confusing yourself. But these are a lot of different. It's not word instance. I want to say it's commands. I can't remember what the actual term for it is. But this is very nice to know. So for instance, if I want to do something with the players, don't confuse yourself. Wildcat Club. I know you said you want to be verified as a group. The way you do that is just by saying hi in Discord. Being a part of Discord, being a part of. I haven't extended this to YouTube yet because then that's just too many platforms. But as long as you're part of Discord too as well, then you'll be verified. I'm not making anything overcomplicated or nothing like that. I just want to make it easier that if someone just says hi in Discord, oh, you're an actual person, right? So local data store service, that's like when you're loading your actual values for when the game starts. Yeah, for like a saving script. And then you got to use that to load it. I've seen something like that before. So let's say I don't understand where I would be putting things, so I'm just gonna put something. Maybe you can tell me. But I'm just gonna put a. It should be a local script, right? It should be a local one. Should not be a script. But I don't think it makes a difference in this case. Let's see, do different.
Oh, I need to be a level above.
I hear everything has to be a local script in this for some reason.
Tier 100, I'll be able.
Okay, so parts you want visible. Okay. It wouldn't go. You wouldn't want logo script. Okay, so where would I put this at? Server script service.
Making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly.
Where do people normally put theirs at? In what area? Starter GUI. Okay, so starter GUI, is that when the game loads? Is that what they mean by starter?
Your head is just like moving around.
Because I know that as a create
and you're
event.
running super fast.
Oh, okay. Okay, but this isn't necessarily a GUI though. If you're loading, well, I guess there are some times when it is, when you're doing like stats. Because you still have it where
Oh my God,
it
my
saves
game-
though.
game
Don't you need to have it where it
my
saves?
game started.
So if I do this, this is what you put. I'm just copying exactly what you put. Oh, that's dirty.
We are
That is dirty. That's
leaderboard?
just one line. Let me fix that. It's just because of Discord. I mean, it's because of Twitch. Okay. And it cut
You
off
have
right
to be
there.
on the
So
leaderboard.
prestige error data.
You have to be on the leaderboard. If you're not on the leaderboard.
It's dirty. This is dirty. I don't like
You're
copy
not
and
on the
paste. This is very
leaderboard,
dirty.
you're not.
I just wanted to see what it actually looked like.
I want to see on the leaderboard.
You have like a rebirth. So you're talking about a leader stats is what you created here. That's why you told me it was under the GUI. This is actual leaderboard. Because you have the leader stats. You have a rebirth in there in case you wanted the character to be able to rebirth and prestige. Discord DMs. Gotcha. Oh,
No, you're
that's
not
pretty
on the
nice. Okay,
leaderboard.
so
You're not on
let
the
me take a look
leaderboard.
at this. So you have a lot of if and it's oh man, it's still kind of dirty, man. How can you do this? Usually I tab these. Oh, that's nice. They have a little thing there. I usually tab these a little further. Oh, I guess they're not internal. They're all separate. But I usually do if this, then rebirth equals data, else print that. The script isn't working. What do you mean? I broke something? Well, you do have. Looks pretty. Doesn't look too bad, but I don't know what to look for yet, right? I don't know what exactly each thing is. I know you have your players. Yeah, I know. She'll come. She'll come. She's fine. You'll have instance.new. You create a folder. You create a folder in case if it's not already there is what I assume it's going by. Equals instance create folder. Instance.name. So whatever the name is, it wants it to be leader stats. That's the name of the folder. From there, you want leader.parent to be the player.
You're going really fast.
And then over here, you're going to be creating another instance, which is your initial value for it called prestige. And you're going to do the parent is for it under the leader stats. So you're creating a folder called leader stats, and you're putting rebirths and prestiges inside there. And then from over here, doing your local data. I'm not sure what that is references. Local data success, error message, decal. It looks like you're trying to load it on the player's end. And you have data equals my storage, get sync player dot user ID. I don't know why there's an extra dot here. I don't know what's supposed to be there. Rebirth. So you're tagging the name of it. Oh, leaves it as a Neil. Okay. You mean like Neil as a null? As an N-U-L? I know there's be different terms that I'm connecting here. But so then you have it where player user ID. I don't know why you have a tag in front of that. I don't know what the purpose of that is. And then the player dot leader stats rebirth dot value. So you already have your value here for the rebirths. I guess that means it tags it onto like the number of rebirths. Is that what that is?
You're the top player in the server. You're the top player in the server.
Having more value than okay. And then you have going down your rebirth value equals data. If success, then rebirth value equals data. So now it's not a nil anymore. This is just your variable though. Using that as a variable. Oh, I like how it highlights it. That's pretty nice. I don't normally see that in some other ones. Prestige.value equals data. Data else print error in case it didn't load. How do you know if it's a success? It's local success. 1 second. Let's see here. One second here. One second. But let me see that. That actually looks pretty cool. It's like a space station or like a little walk. One second, one second. Okay, so I see your first model that you have here. Did you work at NASA? Python? He didn't say pylons. He's talking about Python. Do you acting or writing? He's talking about developing stuff. Do you do singing? What are you talking about? What a silly troll there, Cake. I see the first one. To me, it looks like a space station walkway or something you see on a train station. Oh, and then you cleaned it up. Oh, that actually looks pretty nice. And what's the last one here? Is this like a gun? Is that like a turret for a tank in front of one?
Yeah.
Huh? There you go. You're welcome. Okay, so SCPF. Are you talking about that group? That group? Yeah, I knew it. SCP Foundation. Oh, for the front of what you're thinking. Okay, that is pretty cool. You own one? What do you mean you own one? Foundation? Talking about on Roblox or on a wiki? So this has, if this has print data saved. So what does P call exactly? That isolating this function? Perfecting anything else? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay. So it runs the script while checking it, and if it's good, then it results in true. Why do you have success as a variable here instead of as true? Is
I play. Oh,
oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're doing a variable. You're just calling it success. Boolean. Back through. So what'd you say was wrong with this script? That it wasn't. It's literally just for Reapers. I have no idea. So I noticed this error message. Is that a common like a global text, or is this another variable? You know how you have global, like a global command? Like, I think what I'm thinking about, you know how you, or a global variable where you have like workspace, or what's it called, or oh, what would be some, I don't know some yet. So you have, I know because you have two variables here. So success error message equals the pcall function of that. So is pcall, this is weird. One thing I noticed that doesn't do in here is give you what function, that's what I'll say was what function, what you need in each, you have to actually look that up. In Game Maker, it tells you what each function is. Like for instance, it might say function, comma, you put this in here, what you want it to say. Then comma would be put in what you want the value to be. They'll say function, comma, have both on. Like, you know at least what default values belong there. If that makes any sense. What gaps you need to fill. So in the blank comma. No pop-up that tells me that. You have to actually look it up. Yeah, you'd actually have to look up. So like for instance, I'll look up this pcall. You went over here to view browser. Where would I find pcall? Ever pcall would. Am I not? Why? Tell me where. Onto events. I don't see events. Stop.
Oh my. Should be.
Oh, that's kind of rough. And there's not even a search function. So you have to look it up on their actual Roblox. Like you would have to go to here. It takes you to their development page. Then you'd have to find it. Search for pcall. Even then, that doesn't seem to be as useful. Oh, there we go. If there's a problem during lookups, as a user, find an error is thrown, I recommend that you wrap call pcall. The pcall. And for it. Yeah, it doesn't even, it just recommends it. It doesn't even really show a pcall. Like, as a function. I go pcall. Variant pull call. So this is what I mean. So it's a boolean. It's a variant pcall. You know how, for instance, on other coding things. So for instance, see how this is the description it gives. So in other game systems, which this would be a huge, massive improvement, to Roblox Studio itself in the scripting tool is if they had it like this, where this right here would pop up when you hover over the function. So that way you know what goes inside here. So you have a function and you have the actual argument itself. You have the function and the argument. So you know when you're going to do pcall and you hover over it, it tells you, hold on one second. Alright, so yeah, in GML, which is kind of like a Lua, but not quite. I'll be insulting the other side. I don't know which get offended, but in the way the scripting works, or the actual game system will show you what belongs under pcall. Oh, you do have it on Steam. Okay. Well, I've used that for quite a bit, and I know a lot inside of there. So yeah, when you hover over pcall, it'll show this. It won't show bool. It'll show this. This would be the text. So you'll know, okay, so this needs to go inside of there. Oh, this needs to go inside that. Inside there.
Oh my God.
Unity is also a very good one too as well.
This one is called Just made a mowing simulator.
Yeah, I haven't really used Unreal or Unity much. I've never been a 3D type of person, but I've seen some, and the scripting is not difficult. You get used to it, and it is amazing tool. I mean, they are. So I'll keep this here. I'll take a look and see what needs to be changed. Oops, sorry about that. See what needs to be changed. But for now, let me get back to the actual map. So I want to have. I can technically. Huh? Talking about, I created this whole thing. You know, it's not just about the visuals, right? There's scripting that goes behind. A lot of stuff for how things move and how actions that they take. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you had to get. Anyways, let's say if I wanted to do something on top of this house. Maybe I wanted to have a roof. I don't know. This is more of just a store, and I'm trying to think of the logic behind it. They did. Let's see what part. Y'all just moved to the other one. Oh, async. You got a lot of programming on your. Pretty nice. That's that. White light, and then I can just. I wanted to do. Let's see. Keep that back at 8. If I just wanted to group. Let me Can you make it as a parent where they all get affected by that one, the one light? Are you able to do that? What do you mean by VC? You can have the parent and only need one. a voice chat. Oh. So if I delete this, point light in there. Not seeing the effect. I'm not seeing an effect.
Buster.
What are unions in this game? Out of the map. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I'm on Discord if you do want to hop in, if that's what your question was.
Like,
Yeah.
just like,
See, what do we?
doesn't like. There's like,
Yeah, and then you have a lighting here too. Drag that into there. Oh, hello, what's up? Hey, no, put that over there. Okay, well then you don't want that one to put it over here. Okay. Model card. Okay, so you said there has to be a union if they were all to display the light at the same time? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. The last month, what? December?
Look at what?
Let's see. I noticed that the person's here, so you have to do every little. I have to read. Okay. Under mesh. Oh yeah, it is blocked by the chat. One second, let me throw the chat on the other. does make all the. You can change the face. Like there's not options. You have to go in there and actually find what the texture is. Yeah, like I have to go find what texture I want inside of it. The actual mesh itself. The mesh that it puts on here is the basic gray one. But there's a little mod. What? It has. I downloaded it. Oh, I'll just leave him like that for now. I need to do lighting. So I'm trying to see if there's an easier way to have them all affected by the same point of light, but it doesn't seem like possible. I have to highlight each one. Oh, so you're duplicating it in the same spot, using that as a light for the actual neon. what's in the ad mute? Man, get out of here. Good job, Cake. Good job. Maybe add a delay on my stream to see. Yeah. Okay, so you have to use the toolbox. Oh, I see what you're saying. But yeah, so what I ended up doing in here with the light is I clicked each one that was in each part, unfortunately, and I just adjusted them on the slider to see how it looked. Yeah. I wanted to try and make it as natural as possible, but I think it's gonna have to be a natural way, just by putting something like making just the roof, if it's a solid object, as a light, and make it only face down. Something of that sort of works well. I just wanted to make the neon feel like it's really neon lighting. Yeah, I might just get rid of the F3X, like you mentioned, because it really does not feel like there's much. Wanted. I could just copy and paste. Bam. This, sure. If there's any practical use. I purchased the UI one because that one looked. Instead of using using the roundify. And then you just use it as a picture. Quick Cake, what's gonna be the next name for the next shopkeeper? Nice one. Um, I've seen one on that actually. It's like I want to do a comparison of a lot of different games. It's gonna be up. Yeah. So there was a. I don't know if you ever heard of the game on Steam. It's Deep Rock Galactic. It's, but I want to do an altercation to it, more catered towards the Roblox side. It's almost like if you had mining simulator with a lot more shooting action, combined with a perk system. So in that game, what you do is you go and you mine, right? You go through the you go through caves. Actually, it's more. Yep. Yes. Yeah. So you're putting RPG elements combined with the mining. The mining helps you improve yourself, and at the same time, you're getting experience from the RPG side to your perks. Have you mine even more for. So you still have that progression that Roblox just seems to love so much. You got games like simulators and stuff or clickers. So, but you're actually doing stuff and not just doing the same thing over. It might. It really depends. I got really good with doing variables and stuff. More of me trying to wrap my mind around Roblox Studio. It didn't take me. Won't, like if I was to make that in a 2D version on Game Maker, I could do that. It won't take me that long. Oh, of course. But the scripting side would practically be, because the only difference is the instances are 3D, which I can visually see on here, of course. You know, I can visually see it. Like I just created a map out of 3D. That stuff might have taken me a little bit longer to do in actual game maker, because the way that they have it set up, their room editor is not as friendly. You have to do it outside of it, creates the actual pixels that you want, you know, how fancy you want it to be. So you're spending time on actually creating all that art. And on here, I literally just made it a 3D world. And I just did a shop, and faster than it'll take me to actually write it out. So it depends how the coding is, and if I can get my mind around what all the different functions are and how they correlate to what I'm already. Okay. So what my right now I was like, I'm doing some basic stuff, right? Like that's just a basic building. I did 4 walls, a roof, a neon light. Like that's just some basic stuff. The most advanced thing there was the actual neon with the lights, right? Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, so I was just trying to do something basic here to get familiar with how the building tools work, and then what is it? You say gap fill, okay? I think I already have gap filled. Haven't used plugin. Maybe I don't. I did. That's. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, and what's. Yeah. I'm gonna buy Stravant. But that's just. Oh, so you get more different type of materials out of it if you think about it. Different variance by just rotating. Let me see. There it is. Go to lighting on the Explore tab. Okay. Down here. Okay. No, what am I? Yeah. On what's? Okay. Shadow map instead. Shadow map. Oh, that makes it more real. That's pretty cool. I can change. Oh, hold on. Oh, it changes all lighting in the game. Wow, that adds a darkness. That's pretty. Uh-huh. Like sky, atmosphere, rays, and all that. Oh, sun rays. Is that just to give you the actual properties? Oh, that's a big blur. Why do you want a blur on it then? That, but what's the advantage of having like one blur? Oh, I see. Yeah, you probably like a between a in there. You, oh, you can't even tell. That actually does blend it in. Yeah. Like if you click it and unclick it to, I guess, that enabled. My cake refuses my first game. This is my first game. I haven't done anything. I'm just a quick learner. I adapt to things that are new. Oh man. You said you have it at, you have your bloom as what? Hold on. I couldn't hear you there. Can you say it again? So snowman, pushing results for snowman. Just look for the first one. That's your blur or your bloom? Glossy? Roblox is confusing. I don't see the ghostly or gentle snowman. Bat. Hey, check this out. Check out this bat dude. Right? So many things. Okay, so you have first full snowman, snow jetsman. Which one? There's two of them. Matter? Okay. So this is how you determine your bloom and your.
I just started playing. So where I am, you see where I am.
Why is it? Well, why would you think it's a stupid? Cake says I gotta use. This man monopolizes on cake. All right, cake. I'm gonna have this guy as a shopkeeper, and he sells food. Okay, you said I have to use him, so I will use him. I saw like speech bubbles and stuff. So, I'm not doing like a story in. I'm setting the environment, letting the gameplay create the story itself. And so I'm not too worried about doing. That's always been one of the issues that I have is doing like conversation within a game. There's just too much text for my liking. Yeah, so that's one of my biggest things. I'm not looking to make it look all shiny and pretty. I want to get the gameplay inside this and release it and see how people enjoy the gameplay itself. Then from there, start improving how like it looks. Oh, really? Okay. Well, there's. I'm definitely gonna be using guns in mine. Quite a bit of guns, all different types, like burning, and rockets. I have to get familiar with how you do the reload time in this, and I'm trying to think. But I'm trying to make this my baby project, like my first official project. Put something out there. Gonna be in the alpha stage, but biggest part I've seen when you is releasing a game. Or getting somebody to get their hands on it and experiencing the actual core gameplay. If they like the gameplay, well, if you want to do an ad, but I have a few people here that already like it first off, and yeah, in my Twitch stream, which is a very small, yes, which is very minimal amount of guys, right? I usually have like 17 people that are watching. It's okay, man. It's okay. But let's see here. But you've been extremely helpful. You seem to be more or pretty familiar with things inside of here. Oh, dang. Okay. So if I drag this guy around, why won't he go in? Oh, I guess he did go inside. I have to move him. If not, he plops on top. What? Oh, okay. I guess not. He just went inside again. I have to make these buildings a little bigger then. So I'm assuming it'll be real easy to scale in one direction. Push everything out. Can I do that? So let's say if I wanted the left and right walls to come out towards me more. Can I do that? Say that again. Okay. All just the front? Okay. Okay. But you want me to move the front. Okay, and I move it to wherever I want it to go. Okay, let's say I just want it right here, okay? Then, okay, so I'll click the walls. Scale? Would it be scale? Oh, no, no, that actually does the whole thing. Hold on. What happened? Where'd your iPad go? Oh. Okay. Here. There you go, baby. Okay. So, let's see. Do we have... Oh no, I messed up. Oh, my thing wasn't even matching? What did I do to it? I didn't even have it matching. It looks a little off or something. On just one side? Did I do that really? How did it copy and paste perfectly fine in one way? It's off in one. Okay, so let's bring this up. Oh, what just happened? Model. Oh, I have it understood. I would just pretty much drag. Or, okay, so scale. But I would only scale just those two walls, is what you... I would scale it outwards. But it scales the whole thing. So if I try under the plugins, wait, couldn't you do gap fill? Would that pass or no? Okay. Okay, so it's resize tool. In this case, oh, I see. Oh, that is so much nicer. Okay. I'd have to ungroup this in order to do model ungroup. Oh, where's it? That one, move that across. X. Down right there. There we go. Bro Gaming, what's up, Gaming Bro? How are you, man? Want to play some Skybox a bit later? I'm down. Oh man. Okay, so Z fighting. You have to change the increment to be able to do the 0.001 so that way they don't Z fight.
I once ran.
Oh. Is 0.0 or what? Okay, so like right now I have Z fighting, right? In the front. How do I go about to fix it? Okay. I would want to do, I change the increment to that, and I would do like 19.9, and it stops Z. No, it's still there. Okay, dude. Yeah. So if I close, so I gotta close FEX, okay. Let me close FEX, okay. And then I go over here. Second. Oh, okay, so it has to be this. Yeah, gaming bro, it's chicken. Yeah, but then it sticks out, and that looks very weird. What do you mean? What's up, bro? 1 minute? The delay is 1 minute? What do you... Why is it that long? Is that normal for Twitch? What is this? Is it under my OBS? It used to not be like that. Oh, you said it's my what? Keyframe time. I need to reduce that as minimal as possible. Oh, I don't have it. I have it as enabled as. Interesting. It won't. Oh, I can't change it while we're live. It won't let me do change the output mode. You have your keyframe set to 2, right? 1 second. I'm gonna turn off the stream just for a second here.